Welcome to the podcast that is number one on your drunk dial list. Hashtag just saying. Hell yeah.
That's us.
I think I'm Tara.
I forget it from me.
You forget if you're you? I wish I wasn't me this week.
I think I'm me.
I wish I wasn't me this week.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be you either. I feel so bad for you this week.
Thanks. Ever so much.
Right.
Hang on one second.
Wow, right out the bat.
Yeah, well, I felt that because I was like, ugh. Oh yeah. Well, I finally went to the doctor. Actually, I finally went to the doctor. I got on an antibiotic because I'm very anti. I don't want a regular biotic, doc.
Anti.
I don't want a regular biotic, doc. You're giving me the anti.
You want the good shit.
Sure shit. Sure shit. So because I said I have been sick all month, I no longer wish to be sick. I no longer want it. I have been sick all month. Right. I will continue to be sick. Like, if I hadn't sought medical attention, I would have been sick for 3 months.
Oh,
I know. So I'm feeling like quite better.
Good.
Not about myself, but I'm feeling quite better. Feeling a little bit better. So, what can you do? I know, he's not even in frame. Oh, look at that. Zoidberg. I love Zoidberg. He's the best. And he's a doctor.
There's a doctor in the house.
There is a doctor in the house.
So that when she gets sick later.
He'd claw me to death. So, he is soft. How was your week?
Mine was okay.
It was okay?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. You look like you have something you want to say.
No, I'm just trying to rethink my week.
Rethinking your week?
Because as you get older, you can't remember shit. Oh,
Jesus. You know what? Somebody said something to me the other day. No, it was you today. It wasn't even the other day. It was fucking today. See? This is what happens when you get older. You think like something was a week ago, and it was like 4 hours ago.
I did that with her earlier. I was talking to her about something last night. I'm thinking, oh no, that was 2 nights ago.
Yeah. Excuse me. I wasn't coughing before we started recording. So, anyway, so yeah, you had texted me that a coworker was saying some kind of show was on at 10, and or something was happening at 10 p.m. tonight, and they were like, oh, that's really late. But this is like a 20-something saying that.
A 27-year-old.
Now, he texted me that, and I immediately said, yeah, 10 p.m. is late. Like, because I'm in that bracket now, where I'm just like, it's 10, I kind of want to go to bed.
When I was 27, I didn't think late was until 4 a.m.
I didn't think late was until, like, the sun was coming up. And I had a lot of those nights, so I mean...
Friday and Saturday night, I'd be up until, like, 4 or 5 a.m.
I would
have to be in bed before the sun, because I'm a vampire.
I worked...
Can't see the sun. No.
When I was...
No.
I think it was either right before or after college, or perhaps during. I don't know what's going on anymore. It couldn't have been during. But, I worked this retail job. I had a retail gig, which sucked. And, I think it was either Friday or Saturday nights, my brother-in-law worked... he works for airplanes, and he worked for this particular company. And he took me to work with him.
You can't be serious.
Yes, and he took me to work with him on either Friday or Saturday nights, maybe both. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. And so I would work all night until the end of my shift, meet up with him, drive with him to Woburn, which is fucking... Woburn! Which is, fucking far away.
We're kind of shouting out to them, so we won't have them.
Woburn doesn't give a shit about us. So just like but although we shouted out Brockton last week because I was dumping all over that fucking dealership, and Brockton came back. Brockton was all for us last week.
Until now.
Yeah, well, this is the second time, so they'll be
Every time we give a shout out to some city, they're gone.
We've been hot in like California, so
bye.
Now, bye, Alicia. Now that we said California, they're out.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you recognized we can't. Anyway, so I would work my shift, get out at like 9:30, meet up with my brother-in-law, drive to Woburn. I would work with him. I do like office work and stuff for him, and then drive home. Like I would get home at like 6 a.m., sleep for a few hours, get up, and then like go to my retail job. And yeah, I mean, but like it was back then. It was like I was like early 20s because it was.
Try doing it now.
I couldn't do that now. I could not do that now. I'd just be dead. Like, what happened to Tara? Oh, she dropped. Too much work.
It's happening. I like that.
That's what she said to me. Because I'm having we'll get into it, but I'm having like a fucking financial meltdown.
She's getting pulled in every direction.
Oh, God. Everybody's got a limb and everybody wants something. Everybody wants some, Sean.
Everybody wants some.
I'm like the lottery. Everybody wants to hit it. But not in like the... Never mind. So, the fuck was I talking about?
See?
Getting older! Shit! Oh, so you were...
Can't remember what you were talking about 5 minutes
No,
ago.
I got it back. So,
It's quicker than I would.
We were talking, and you had mentioned something about, maybe your work will let you do some overtime to try to help. And I said, God, man, I would work OT, but I'm tired. I'm just so tired.
It's happening like that, because a lot of times we get home from work.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff that we want to do, but we end up we just want to have dinner and relax.
You're tired.
Yes.
Welcome. Welcome to the Tired Club. Are you guys in the Tired Club?
I want to be
Welcome.
tired.
Well,
that
things
27-year-old that we were talking about?
Yep.
She's always in the Tired Club. Come on.
I'm tired of working.
Yeah. She's 27 going on 97.
Oh, God. And, like, I was just... So there's that, and, like, when people... When something happens and you sit there and go, oh, yeah, that was, like, 2 months ago... Then you're like, oh shit, that was just like 2 days ago. Why does it feel like it was 2 months ago?
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
No shit.
No, wait, that was last week.
Yes! And it's just like, and it's just like, there's this comedian, Louis Black, and he says, as you get older, time just moves so incredibly fast.
Not when you're at work.
Except when you're at work. Then it moves, snail pace. And you're just like, God.
How many times during the day we're texting each other? Another slow-ass day.
Slow-ass day. Usually it's Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesdays can suck. Thursday sometimes. Friday. You're just like, I just gotta get out of here. That was my mood today.
I gotta get out of here.
That was my mood today. I'm like, I just gotta get out of here.
I felt like that just maybe an hour after I got in there. I looked at the clock. I figured, no, it might be 9:45. No, it was just hitting 9 o'clock.
That's like the worst because you're like, okay, if I can just, I do it by sections. And when I get into work, I have to be to work at like 7:30. So I said, okay, if I can make it till 10, it's good. I'll be good. And then 10 o'clock comes, like, okay, it's only 2 more hours till 12. If I can just make these 2 hours, I'll be good. And then 12 comes finally. And I go, okay, 1 more hour, I can go to lunch and take my nap. That is all that I want, is to go to lunch and take my nap. That's all that I want. Because that's where I'm at in my life.
I want to pull a George Costanza and build a little bed underneath my desk.
Believe me, if I thought I could get away with sleeping into my cubicle, and they're bringing in, we have so much fucking work. So they're bringing in like 3 or 4 temps to try to help. And I'm like, oh God, this is going to be horrific because I'm going to have to train somebody. Here's the thing. It's like, I think I'm okay at training people, but like my mentality is that I always assume that people know what I know. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'll put it to you like this. If I'm in the car with you and you're driving and I'm trying to... Bill Gannon. And I'm trying to get you to say, Wareham. Okay?
Ham!
Because...
We're going to Ham!
We're going to Ham. Because I know how to get there. I assume that you know how to get there too.
Nope.
So I will give you zero direction and just assume that you know what I know.
Waze.
I love the Waze app. I love it. But that's like my mentality. It's like, oh, you must know because I know. So I won't give you any direction and we'll be lost.
You know that I know that I know that you know.
You know that I know that you know that I know that I don't know.
How to get there?
Well, I know how to get there. I've been to Wareham a million times.
You do, I don't.
So it's just like they're going to have somebody sit with me and be like, okay, so you know the system, right? And they, no. Oh, well, you're pretty fucked. You're going to wish that you did. And,
let me show you this video, though.
I know. So I'm going to be really, really happy next week because I get to train people.
Not.
Yeah. I begged because we had a meeting about it and my boss was like, we're going to have to bring in some temps and blah, blah, blah. And I said, and then she's like, well, I'm going to have him sit with everybody, all these different people. And, so they can learn different people's styles and stuff like that. So I said, okay, well, do me a favor. Make sure that I'm not the first person they sit with. Mm-hmm. And my boss was like, why? I said, because you don't want me being first. I said, I need them either last or after they've already been shown something. You really like that, don't you? Yeah, you do. Anyway.
Only listening. I'm just playing with their little stuffed animal.
He's touching my Zoidberg and he never even asked. Jesus. Talk about presumptuous. Don't play with his talon. Not talon. What the fuck would it be?
His mouth?
I don't know. He's got these little...
Squid-like mouth?
Yeah, he's got these little bloop, bloop. Anyway.
Anyway, we just threw you right off.
Like octopus. I don't know. Anyway.
Lobster.
He is. He's a little lobster man.
Rock lobster.
Ooh. I hate the B-52s. I really do.
They were annoying.
They kind of are. Yeah.
Anytime Love Shack comes
Oh, I hate that fucking song.
I was like, oh.
Is that on... Alright, Jay and I have this term for songs that we really, really hate. It's called the Jukebox from Hell. He'll look at me and go, this song is on the Jukebox from Hell. B-52s is in my Jukebox from Hell.
Everything.
Everything they've ever done. I can't stand them.
Mm-hmm.
They were just... I mean, no offense, you like Love Shack, that's your thing. Don't play it around me. I hate that fucking song.
It's like I said in the last show or the show before. Everybody has their own likes.
Music is subjective. That's what's great about it. I mean, and there's something like, that's a weird thing about music too. Is like, it's so broad. Like, there's something for everybody. If you want to hear like monks chanting with bass drum behind it and fucking a steel drum and somebody going, la, 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 it's probably out there.
Somewhere.
Yeah. It's out there somewhere.
Find it.
The Gregorian Monk remix album by P. Diddy. It's out there somewhere.
He's probably making it now.
He might be. I don't know. I don't know what P. Diddy's up to. He doesn't email me anymore.
Too busy partying until 6 a.m.
I don't know P. Diddy's life. But you know what? If he's older like us, so maybe he likes to nap. Maybe he's napping.
Probably.
He might be. We don't know. I've just, this week has just been like,
Week from hell.
Excuse me. Yes, it has been a week from hell.
Report car.
Let's crack that nut open, shall we? I'm going to tell this story.
I'll crack it like an egg.
Yep. I'm like a Fabergé egg. I'm going to tell this story, and I want it to be a cautionary tale to people. Because it started out as something innocent.
Once upon a time.
No, I wish. Fairy tales. Yeah. It started out as something innocent, and it blew up into something horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
I will try to speak general knowledge, because I don't want to lose anybody. So here we go.
I'm lost already.
Find your way back.
I need a map.
Okay, so the basis of, I don't know if I mentioned on a previous podcast what was going on with my car.
Maybe.
The PCV valve was broken. I know, we forget our shows. I listened to what episode was that? It was an episode where I was having, yet again, a particularly bad week. And it was like episode 36 or something, but the title of the episode is I Want the Anus to Go Away. And I was talking about this fucking anus that hangs over my head and just spews shit, just shitstorms all over me.
It's back.
Yeah. No, it is this week, and it's got diarrhea and oh,
blood.
It's hideous. Bloody diarrhea.
Gross.
You and your bloody diarrhea. Get out of here. Shitty. Okay.
The shitstorm.
So my PCV valve was bad, and then the dealership told me I needed new plugs, which turned out to be bullshit, but that's another story. So my nephew, out of the goodness of his heart, yeah, there was no malicious intent at all, had me get the PCV valve, which I got, and we replaced it. It took 5 minutes. It was great. And then he said, it was. And then he said, well, don't you need new plugs too? And I said, well, yeah. And I just assumed that he didn't know how to do that. And he said, oh, yeah, I know how to do that. I change out my plugs all the time, blah, blah, blah. So I said, oh, okay. So we went to the store. We got the plugs. And I even got there's a special socket that you can have. It has a like rubber or something on the inside so it doesn't damage the plug when you twist it out. I got the gapper to gap the plugs. I got the not top of the line, but I got decent plugs.
All right.
They're all right. So I was ready to go. So we get back to his house. We pop the hood. We get under there. The first plug that he went to get out snapped. And what happened was I'm just gonna break this down, and I'm not gonna get technical. I'm gonna break it down in like easy language. Down. Yeah. It's based on two parts. The top part is porcelain. The bottom part is like a coil, like it has a thread on it, which you screw it in. Blah blah blah. So the porcelain had separated from that coil piece. The coil piece was inside, and we needed to get it out. We needed it out.
Get out.
Yes. So he looked it up online. The internet, you know what? There are days I love the internet, and I think the internet is great, and it brings me joy. The memes, I love funny memes. I love stuff.
Good stuff.
And there are some days the internet is poison. The internet was poison this day, as it told my nephew to drill the plug out. And I found out that is the worst possible thing you could do.
Yep.
Like, Sean's like, absolutely it is. I wish you'd been there. You could have been like, that's a horrible idea, Tara. Maybe you should not do that.
I'm saying yes because I know the outcome.
Ah, okay. Because you know the finale of the story. Okay. So, drilling out a plug is a very bad idea. We did it, and we regret that we did it. And especially I regret that we did it. What happened was he basically drilled the plug fell through the chamber and was sitting inside. We tried everything. We tried everything to get it out. We tried magnets.
It's like, hey, what's my Netflix?
We tried all kinds of stuff. We couldn't get it out. So I said, that's enough. Let's not overtill the soil. Let's get this thing out of here. I had it towed back home. The vehicle was never started. Ever. So I had it towed back home. And Jay was having some work done on his brakes, so I was going to the doctor anyway. I had to call in to go to the doctor. So I stopped by his mechanic and I said...
car problems running this family.
Oh, yeah. So I said, this is what's going on with my vehicle. If I had it towed here, can you look at it? So the guy's like, yeah, sure. I'll take a peek at it. He said, you didn't start it, did you? I said, absolutely not. Good. So I had it towed there on Monday.
Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
So I had it towed there on Monday.
You gotta see the video version for that.
So I had it towed there on Monday, and nobody watches the video anyway, Sean. I don't know why you say that.
No.
So...
Like all 4 people.
Yeah. So I had the video towed... Fuck! So I had the vehicle towed. He had it from Monday until today.
Fuck.
Basically, he went in there with a scope, make sure he get... Because it basically, the threaded part, that metal coil had completely obliterated. There were little metal shards all over my engine.
Sharded.
It sharded! Oh, God! You know what? That's a perfect fucking analogy for what this vehicle has done to me. It sharded metal shards everywhere.
Out of its anus, all over you.
Out of its anus, out of the tailpipe, all over my face. Facial shard.
Skate.
So, basically, he had it all week. He called me up last night and said, I got all the metal out, and I was like doing a dance of joy. I'm like, yes! You fucking rock, bro! You fucking rock! And he's like, yeah, but I got bad news. I'm like, no!
Slam on those brakes.
I know.
Listen to the scratch of the record on that one.
Yeah. So he said, yeah, I had it running for a little bit, and your check engine light came on, and it started running really shitty.
Oh, anus.
So, yep, the anus is open and wide. Open and wide. Preparing, I don't know. So anyway, shitstorm! So, I know. So, I said, well, what's up? And he said, well, it was running really rough. He hooked it up, read the code. It was reading a piston misfire. So I said, okay, well, what does that mean? And he said, well, and instead of like getting technical with me and explaining the way that, you know, he should have, he simply said, well, you need a new engine. And I went, whoa. Whoa, bro.
Another record scratch? Another brakes.
Oh, my ass clenched. I was like, are you shitting me right now? I was like, no. No. I said, no, that can't be right. And he said, yeah, you need new engine. Yeah, you need new engine. Yeah. I said, nah, bruh. So I was like, well, I don't really want to put a new engine in that vehicle.
In fact, I was hoping to get rid of that vehicle.
I know, yeah, that's all gone to complete shit. So he goes, well, you need a new engine, and I'm going to start shopping. I never said specifically, that sounds like a great idea. What he was doing was, he was like, he dropped it in my lap, you need a new engine, and then was like, you know, didn't even kiss me on the cheek. Was like, and I'm going to start looking for a new engine for you. And I'm like,
hot. Here.
I said, whoa, you can't just hot potato me. I was like, you can't just be like, well, you know, you need a new engine, and I'll shop around. It's like, I didn't even get over the initial shock. I didn't get to get over the initial shock of having him say, you need a new engine, before he was like, shop around, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, don't. Don't. So I am like, just every alarm in my head's going off. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. What the fuck's going on? So I call my dad. I hang up with him. First I call Jay. Jay's flipping out. And then I hang up with Jay and I call my dad. My dad is like, I trust his opinion. He's a smart guy. So I get on, but he's also very like pessimistic. He's not the person you want to go to if you need, like, a gentle word. If you need a gentle touch, my dad is not the guy. But he will tell you straight up.
You're fucked.
You're fucked. Which he told me on the phone. He was like, I called him up when we had dropped the plug in, And I was like, Dad, we dropped the plug in. And he's like, oh, you're fucked. And I said, is there a way to get it out? Nope. Well, what about a magnet? Which we tried, and it didn't work. So he was right on that one. He goes, nah, that's not going to work.
Now when you talk to him about this, he goes, I told you.
Yeah, he's kind of an I told you so guy. So I called him up and I said, the mechanic is saying I need a new engine. He said, why? I said, well, it's registering a misfire. He said, why is it misfiring? And I said, I don't know. He didn't say. And he said, this is my dad. He goes, don't you think maybe you ought to find out why it's misfiring before you put an engine in?
Yeah.
And I said, I would very much like to know. And he goes, I think this guy's trying to fuck you. And I said, yeah, without dinner and a movie, or he didn't even bring me a box of chocolates. He didn't even fucking
flowers, no nothing.
He's not greasing the wheel. He's just going right for it. Jesus, no foreplay with him at all. Trying to get in there. So, so I was like, okay. And he goes, I would get it away from this person as quickly as possible. And I said, that sounds like a good idea. And he said, bring it to somebody else. Try to figure out why the misfire is happening. I said, yep, I sure will. So I hung up with him, and then I called Jay back, and we had a discussion. And then, so I said, well, I got to bring it to somebody else. So I was hanging out with my friend Tina last night. And she came over, and I was frazzled because I had all this shit going. Yeah. I had all this shit floating around in my head. And she said, what the hell's the matter with you? So I explained the whole situation. And I said, it would just be a great relief to find an honest mechanic. I said, because mechanics are shady. Politicians. They're shady fucks.
They're all liars.
It's like, you need a new engine, but he doesn't want to tell me why. Mm-hmm. It's like, you should do this, but they don't tell you why. And it's, we're just gonna... And he raped me on the fucking, which is I shouldn't use that word, actually, but what can I do? No, that's not the word that I use. Excuse me.
It sounded like you said raked, like R-A-K-E-D.
Oh, well, we'll say that then. So he raked me, and I the bill for this guy, because I had to have Jay get up this morning, which you don't know what I had to do to get him to do that. So I had to have Jay get up early this morning, go down, meet the tow truck down at the garage, pay the mechanics so that the vehicle could leave the yard. He charged me, I think, a substantial amount for the labor and stuff. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. Yeah. So I was, and Jay's sitting there like, well, he worked for like 8 hours and only charged you for like 6. And I'm like, yeah, but what was the cost of the 6 hours? It was like, we was making $152 an hour. It was disgusting.
Why am I working in the records room?
I know.
I should be going to do this.
We should have been mechanics. We could have been an honest mechanic shop. You're fucked. I'd go by the Bob thing.
Honesty is our policy.
My dad, Bob. So anyway, I was talking to my friend and I said, if I could just find an honest mechanic, I'd be doing myself a favor. And she said, well, the guy I take my car to is a family friend.
Everybody has their own guy.
Everybody's got a guy. And she goes, my guy is the best. My guy is, he's a family friend. Their kids are in sports together. And I said, listen, I need to know 2 things. 1, if I name drop you, is he gonna is that gonna work?
Discount?
Yeah, is that gonna work at all? Or am I just wasting my time? And she's like, no, it'll work. And I said, okay. 2nd, I said, what's his quality of work? And, am I going to get screwed? And she's like, absolutely not. He does good work. No. So I said, okay. And I said, do you know him personally? And she goes, yeah. She goes, matter of fact, we're going over his house for like Super Bowl Sunday. And I said, okay. I said, can you call him? Like right now? And she goes, yeah. So she called him up. And, she was texting him. So she goes, she explained the problem, and he's like, have her bring it. Absolutely. I'll take a look at it, blah, blah, blah. So I had it towed there this morning, and he was out of office. But basically, he called me up, and he said, if you're looking at a worst-case scenario, I've already shopped around for engines, and He said, you're better off buying a brand new one than putting a used thing in. And I said, if I have to replace an engine, I would much prefer a virgin engine. I want a pristine virgin engine dressed in white has not been defouled. That is not the town whore. Because you never know how somebody else has treated their vehicle.
Yep.
So you don't know what kind of engine you're going to get. And I don't want a rebuilt engine. I would prefer a virgin engine.
Yeah.
So he was chuckling about that. He's like, okay. So, as it turns out, I heard later on in the afternoon, they called me up and they said, yeah, what had happened is that I think when he went to drill the thing out, he basically drilled it in the piston. My piston is fucked. And he goes, you can't really start replacing those kind of things. So I said, okay. He said, so you're looking at a new engine. And I went, son of a bitch. I knew that I in my heart, I knew how that's what was going to end up happening, because nothing with this vehicle has been easy. It's just been I haven't had a lot of problems with it, but the problems that I have had have been substantial. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, well, I'm prepared to do that, and we'll move forward. It's going to be very costly.
She's not getting another Hyundai after
no,
this.
yeah, I was like, well, I wanted to trade it in, and my husband basically looked at me, he's like, listen, he said, if I'm putting the money into this vehicle to put a new engine in it, it's ride or die. He's like, you are riding this thing till the fucking wheels fall off. So now I can't turn it in.
That makes me think of a couple years ago when I had a Pontiac G6.
Yeah.
Which I, right now, wishing I still had that car.
Really?
Because that car needed new front brakes.
Mm-hmm.
I put $300 worth of brakes into it. Oh. That same day, I went to get an oil change at the place I got it at. While I was there, I do what I always do, which is a stupid move. While you're waiting for the car, you go look at other cars that are out for
that's
sale.
what they want you to do.
And I saw a 2010 Dodge Charger. I'd never had a Charger before at the time. This one was perfect.
Right.
I can't remember how much miles it had on it. I think it was like 50,000 when I got it.
Yeah.
I walked back in, since the owner of the place is good friends with one of my cousins. That's how I know him, and I've got my cars there like all these years.
Right.
So I went right up to him and said, any chance we can turn that in so I can get this Charger? So I just put $300 worth of brake work into it, which was factored into taking off on the price of the car for me.
Well, there you go.
Which was great.
Yeah.
But, I just put $300 worth of new brakes on the car, and now I'm giving it away. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I will not be allowed to do that. No. I have to keep this car until one of us is deceased.
As if you're not getting screwed enough.
It's me or the car. One of us isn't going to make it.
As if you're not getting screwed enough this week.
Yep. Well, I mean, I understand where he's coming from on that. I mean, you don't want to pump a bunch of money into something and then, boom, get rid of it.
Yeah, I had the first Charger for like a year. I went back and the same thing happened. Because I saw a 2014.
Man, they see you coming, huh?
I do this to myself. I saw a 2014 Charger with only 28,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
And with my commute to and from Quincy, I'm like, yes, I need that. It was a great price for it.
Yeah.
They only had one owner, some young kid. The car was bought for him as a graduation gift.
Oh, fuck that kid.
Yeah. And he only had for a short time because he traded in for a pickup truck that he wanted.
I don't understand these people who give vehicles as graduation gifts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I got? Congrats. That's what I got. Fuck.
Let's see. My graduation.
I swear to God, if you tell me you got a car, I'm going
to
fucking throw Zoidberg in your face.
No, my parents got me a car my junior year.
Okay.
But it was an 86 Buick Century used. It was a good car. It got me around.
I had a car before I graduated. I had a Mustang.
Was the one that you had in 99?
No. God, no. It was a...
I met her. She was driving a Mustang.
I had 3 or 4. Yeah. That was my first car. So I guess I didn't need a car. It was given to me, actually, so I got it for free. One of my brother's friends was like, "Hey, you want this car?" I'm like, "Yeah." I had to learn how to drive standard.
I never have.
Really? It's not that hard.
Well, Joe, our friend Joe told me about how you drive standard. Well,
Yeah, it's
me and
easy.
him was out doing errands one day. Oh yeah, just like I think it's 0 to 10 in this gear, and 10 to 20 in that gear, and over 40 it's in the.
You could just, if you listen to the engine will tell you when you need to be shifting.
It'll sound like it's struggling, right?
Yeah, it's like. I have to when Jay has a Z, because he's rebuilding a Z. I don't know the maker. I just know
car
it's a
that
Z.
you purchased out there.
No, it's
Cocoon on your front lawn.
it was his mother's vehicle, which is his now,
That's better
and
off than Joe.
so he's rebuilding it, and it's a standard. So when it's done, I have to show him how to drive it. That should be fun. I have the patience of like a fucking ferret on crack. So be like, just do it! Shift! Prick!
Yeah. When I graduated from high school,
Mm-hmm.
my parents got me a nice gold clatter ring. And
Okay.
Took me out to dinner.
There you go. I think I got dinner. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. Whatever. It was many, many years ago.
Many moon pies ago.
Many moon pies! We haven't talked about moon pies in a while. Okay, hang on a sec. So, yeah, it's been a long time since I graduated high school. That's okay though.
1995 for me.
Oh! Zoinks. Oh, so you guys, this is funny. Yes, talking to you. Moving on from my misery of cars. Tonight we actually pre-game. I have the Roku, and I downloaded the Comic-Con HQ app, which is done by the San Diego Comic-Con people. And I downloaded it specifically for this one show. Mark Hamill, Star Wars Mark Hamill, has a show on this app called Mark Hamill's Pop Culture Quest.
Yeah.
I waited until Sean was here to watch it because I said, I think this is going to be a good thing. It's a good show.
I love it.
It was a good show, and we ended up watching like 3 or 4 episodes.
I want to watch more, but time was going by too
We
quick.
have to work, Sean.
You do?
We do. This is work. Some days more than others, but
I want to get paid.
Fucking, I'm trying. Oh, coming back around. You know what Jay has said is, not only am I not allowed to get rid of the Hyundai now, but he said, he goes, yeah. He said, it has this whole problem has inspired him to. There's a. I don't want to get like there's some independent radio stations that have asked him to help them sell time and stuff like that. So he said, I'm going to start selling time for some of these independent stations. And then he said, I'm going to help you with your show to try to stop moving to get some money. And I'm like, woo.
I like that sound.
I know. So I was like, well, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to stop you at all. He already started pimping me out. He went to that restaurant talking about us. And the guy was like, yeah, they want to talk to them.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Well, I don't know. I hope it'll be good. I'd rather do something with them when it's a little bit warmer out. We don't have to like be inside.
Mm-hmm.
But we shall see. Maybe. I'd like to stop pulling in some. Believe me, I want to stop pulling in some money.
Well, we should all get together first.
Did you say we should all get together first?
Yeah, let's all do lunch.
Aw, that's cute. Or go there. I'd have to eat lunch there. What do you like? Can I just have a Coke? I just want a Coke. Food. So yeah, the Mark Hamill thing was
Business
really
lunch.
good. It was a business dinner. It was really good. I liked it.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job. The very first episode we watched, he did a ton of, like, the Joker voice. And I was like, oh, this has made everything worth it. Everything. I think he does a great Joker.
I think he does a great Luke. He'll always be Luke Skywalker to me, no matter what.
But, like, what has amazed me about the show is that he's a fucking nerd.
Nice.
He's a nerd. He's like, oh, DC, and I got to meet Jack Kirby, and blah, 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 and he's going on. I'm like, oh, you're a nerd. So, and apparently he likes to collect stuff, too. So, that part was good to see.
It's a cool show.
I don't know I want to know if he collects, like, Star Wars stuff.
I would say he should have some, at least. And speaking of Star Wars, if anyone hasn't heard yet, they officially gave the next movie its title. It's called Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
That title has me wondering what the fuck is up. Was that supposed to be the last one?
No.
No, there's one more after that.
Yeah.
Plus the...
Yeah.
Plus... oh, yeah. Like the mechanic. Ow.
Mine's Stewie is Darth Vader in the Family Guy versions.
Mine's just
He's asked a question. She said no. Should we do it? Yeah. It's just so funny to me.
Mine's just a yokel. Yeah. I do it to Jay sometimes. Yeah. Anyway. So, it's just been a shit show this week. Absolutely. But you can only go up.
Mm-hmm. Like an erection. Like how we ended our last show.
That show was dirty.
Yeah.
Dirty. Dirty. It was dirty. Not that dirty. Dirty enough. Dirty enough where, like, we got to the end of it, and I was sitting there thinking to myself, my niece listens to this show. Oh, I'm going to tell her not to.
Put the PA up there. Parental advisory.
We do.
Or explicit content, whatever.
We do. I'm going to start to, Oh, you'll be happy. I have very little to do this weekend. I have to... God damn it.
You have time?
I'm going to... Oh, Boba Fett left. I have to,
You have to go potty.
I'm going to de-Christmas my house.
Yeah.
I have to. You guys, it's not that I'm like, oh, I'm going to be obnoxious and leave all my Christmas shit up. I've been sick. And I just haven't, and in order to get to my basement, I have to go outside to a bulkhead and fuck that shit out loud. No way. So I made Jay go down and get the stuff.
It hasn't really been that cold.
I know, but I'm sick. Listen, man, I use that
Sometimes the fresh air is good for you.
Sometimes not. Sometimes you get pneumonia.
Just warm.
No. I hate jackets. I really do.
Jackets and belts.
Jackets and belts. Fuck them. But I've like gotten... I don't know what happened to me in my life where it was like... I used to be okay with jackets. I'd wear a nice jacket. I'm good with a jacket. All of a sudden, like these past 2 years, I'm very anti-jacket. I don't want to wear it.
You don't want a belt either.
I don't want a belt either. I feel restricted. That's it. Maybe that's it. I'm just restricted. I need to be free. Moving about my day.
I'm around her. It's like, damn it.
My pants.
Damn it. Get a belt.
Excuse me.
No. Fuck belts.
Fuck belts. That'll be my...
Always point out the whole belt section when we go do errands.
Nope. So anyway, what I was trying to tell you... is that I have very little to do aside from de-Christmasing. So I'm going to try to knock out some of the videos.
Yay!
And I had an idea I wanted to...
so long, I forget what...
I forget them too!
I forget which ones we did.
We have
I
two
can't wait
different...
till spring when we do them again.
We should start scouting soon. But we have two different Johnston...
You got time for that?
No. I don't. We have two different Johnson, Rhode Island ones, I think. Was that Fort?
I'm getting dirty again.
Fort something. That fucking fort. We went there once, and we only saw that one piece, and we had to go back the next week after I found out online, after I had to fucking find out the other part.
Is this in Rutland?
No.
No,
This is in Rhode Island.
Oh.
I forget the name of the town. But anyway.
The big fort that was closed?
No, well, it wasn't really closed. We had gone there. Do you remember,
The one that we had, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we had to pay the park?
No, we didn't have to pay park. Oh, that's in New Bedford.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm on the list, supposedly. I'm on the list of, if when they go to open it, they're supposed to contact me.
Hopefully.
So, and then they were like, let us know in, like, May. When you think you're gonna be around. And I was like, okay. But anyway. Yeah, so we have two different of those Rhode Island fort. I don't know. I don't think I posted up the one from North Adams.
The Houghton Mansion?
No, I don't think I did the Houghton Mansion up yet. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's up yet. So there's that one. There's only like 3 or 4. Well, there's 3, and then there was the quick SK Pierce, the exterior thing that we did. But that's all done. I could throw that up tomorrow.
Throw up.
I could throw that shit up tomorrow. But the other thing that I want to do is create like an intro, outro to the actual videos on YouTube of the podcast that we do. Because if you listen to audio, we have a little intro theme, a little outro theme, da-da-da-da. So I was going to try to get something going with that.
Nice.
That's actually at the top of my list.
Yay.
That would be the first thing that I do with my free time. My not so free time. Yeah, this involves like me getting up early. I have one little errand I gotta run, and then I'm all about coming home and I gotta do all this shit. So we shall see. I'm hoping to get it done. Cool. I'm just telling you. So if I end up getting it done, I'll post it up. Obviously, because if I finish it, why would I keep it? It's mine. Hoarding. The Truro footage. I know the Truro footage is up.
I want to go back.
Maybe when the weather starts to get a little better, maybe that'll be like one of the first things we do.
Nice.
Because we should start at the abandoned houses. Because that takes up a ton of time.
One of the main reasons I want to go back is...
Because of the knock?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's just a lot of empty houses over there. I still want to explore them. You'll never know when someone's going to say, I think it's time for us to demolish that area.
I think that time is coming. They've taken down some... Before we got there, they took down some stuff. So...
Yeah, I like to go back before they decide to just knock all the houses down before they decide, hey, let's rebuild.
I'd like to go back with actual... See, now before my car fucked me out of quite a bit of money, I was actually trying to get some stuff together to... Actually? To get stuff for when we film. And I wanted like a better light. Because when we had gone, we were doing it by like cell phone flashlight. Mm-hmm. And I'd like to go back with actual like good lights, so we can see what we can see.
Well, now we also have those big LED lights that we got at Five Below.
Yeah.
Get those too.
Did I get one?
Yeah, you once had it up against like.
Well, I had Jay's. Yeah. I had Jay's. Jay's was the one that was hanging near my
Yeah, I had a magnet on the back.
Yeah. Are you okay?
I can't talk right now.
Well, even if I don't have one, I'm gonna get one before we do that, because those are really good lights.
Mm-hmm. We should get a couple of them.
Yeah, I'd like to be
Five Below.
Jelly beans.
Snack for the trip.
Yeah, I like to be a little more prepared when we do this stuff. But
Yeah.
what the fuck is the dog barking at?
I have no idea.
My God. Noisy bitch.
Oh, here she is. Her hair's standing on back.
Oh, she's angry. Angry doggy.
She's pissed.
She is.
What's the matter, baby?
That's all the way down her back to her bum. My hair's on end on my bum. Oh boy. So I watched another episode of the stupid Martha cooking thing. This is like heroin. I love this. Not that I love heroin. I'm just telling you.
I should have done some before the show.
Oh, you guys, last week I did let me tell you. Last week I did the NyQuil shot before the show, which did nothing.
I thought you were going to say the NyQuil show.
It was a NyQuil show. I took the NyQuil shot before the show, right? Which did nothing to stop my cough. I was so disappointed. I really thought it was going to be like, oh, this will help. No help at all. But what it did do is, apparently it took like 3 hours to kick in. Because we did the show, and I was kind of a little off my game. A little weird. And then, the spooning. So...
Again, you gotta watch the video version.
No, you don't. So,
we need the views, yes.
So, right. So, I took the NyQuil shot.
Shit.
Right before the show, and what had happened is I was a little bit loopy. See, now he's just gone. I was a little bit loopy, and by the time we finished the episode,
gross.
I had no. I was starting to get a little like tired. Now, unfortunately for the video people, we can't edit out the coughs. Sorry. But we do edit it out of the audio. So the audio people, you guys get no coughs. You're very cough free. We try to help
cough,
you.
It's because one of us is talking at the same time.
Excuse me. But
that'll be edited out.
Yeah. Not for you guys. So,
yes.
And no. So anyway, by the time we finished editing all the coughs out, I was gonna pass out. I was just gone. And then you left. I went to the cabinet. I took, because I'd only taken half a shot, so I took the remainder of the shot, laid down in bed. I was passed out, and I don't remember anything. Monday.
Where am I?
It wasn't Monday, it was Tuesday because I was at work.
See, I don't even know what day it is.
Tuesday, I started to listen to the show. And we use the Clamor app, you guys. So if you want to if you have the Clamor app and you want to listen to little snippets of the shows, you can absolutely do that.
Baby Clam?
Yeah, we have quite a few followers. People seem to like the little app, the little snippets. So yeah, little snippets. So you only get to post up like a 30, 40 second clip. So I had to listen to a little bit of the show to find a little clip to post up.
Baby clip?
Baby clips. That sounds disgusting.
Baby clap?
Oh, the baby clap. And
you get those from sailors.
You do. And I didn't remember anything that
read the book
I had said. I remembered nothing. I was like, oh my God. And sometimes when we listen back to the show, either like if Sean and I happen to be hanging out on a Saturday, or like I'll listen to it at work, at my day job, my day job. Sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, I said that, blah, blah, blah. And I remember it. I didn't remember anything. I was like, oh my God.
When we listen back to it in the car doing our errands.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's when I come up with funnier stuff I could say during the show.
You guys.
It's aggravating. It's like, oh, I wish I said that.
You guys, that's the funniest part of the whole thing, is Sean will say something like funnier than the thing he originally said, and then he's like, why the fuck didn't I say that? It's like, I don't know. I'm not in your head.
No, it always comes a day later.
Yep. Day later, you're a day later, I'm $1 short. So how do you like that?
Your car, you're many dollars short.
Oh, fucking Hyundai.
Yeah.
You bitch mistress.
You whore.
You hideous bitch goddess. Oh.
Yeah, I come up with the funniest shit when we're going out doing errands.
What can you do?
Wish I said that. And then the next show, I don't remember what the hell I said.
Yeah, so I don't remember anything that had happened. I listened back. I was like, "Oh my god, that was." There were a couple things that were actually pretty funny. I'm like, "Wow, that was good." Maybe that's why we were so dirty, because I was high. I don't know. Well, I do, but not on.
Some more. We still have a good 16-minute, 20 minutes. Go ahead.
I do talk like that, but not on the show.
Go take half.
Half.
Well, a little more than half.
Nah, I'm good.
Go do a shot.
No, because I'm on the antibiotic.
Save the heroin for later. Go do a shot.
I'm on the antibiotic now. I can't be. I'm antibiotic now. I can't be fucking with NyQuil. I don't know what that'll do.
Try both.
That might open up the anus.
This will be edited out of the audio.
Oh, sorry, video people.
I cough and then she coughs.
Because what I said, that was funny.
Brings it up.
It was funny what I said. I don't know. It made me laugh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, what have you, so what the fuck? So Gotham comes back and 3 episodes later, they're going to a fucking winter finale?
What's up with that?
What's up with that bag of horse shit?
I'm sure you agree with us, Joe. But come on.
It's
getting really good, too.
It is getting good. And that's what's making me like, well, what the hell?
I'm also enjoying it because there's less Bruce this season.
Oh. Oh, boy.
Still a serious little dick.
He is, isn't he?
Dude, you're still a kid. Loosen up a little bit.
No.
Why are you always so serious?
Well, I tell you. There's not enough Alfred for me.
No.
You know what's funny?
Less of him this season.
It seems to be, yeah.
You don't get that caramel voice a lot.
Oh, God, yes. Here's the thing, though. And this is, I don't know if it's trick photography or whatever. Like, he posted up a photo the other day. And it was a nice photo, and I hit like. I was like, of course I hit like. Why would I not?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, you look good. And then I was sitting there, I'm like, God damn. In person, his head looks huge. It's like a potato.
On a pencil.
On a pencil! And that's good, by the way.
Because he's very thin in person.
He is very thin. He's a lot thinner than he looks on TV. And his head, it makes his head look huge. And so I was looking at the photo, I'm like, wow. Like, his head doesn't look big, like, in pictures, but it looks huge in person.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Robin Lord Taylor looks like he'd be about, I don't know, 5'8", 5'9". Nope. On TV. He's like 5'6". He's a short dude.
Yeah, it's my height.
Yeah.
That's a little surprising, too.
It was it?
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's very cool to meet him. He's wicked nice.
He seemed like he'd be wicked nice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. Well, I talked to him.
I love how I made him chuckle, though. I walked up to him. He was just expecting me to say hi. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah.
I said, Robin, Mr. Mayor, how are you? And he just chuckled because I called him Mayor.
Excuse me. See, now we broke the seal. Now I can't stop coughing.
Deversionized the seal.
Yeah. Oh God. Roger it. So, yeah, his head looks huge.
He's a Mr. Potato Head on a pencil.
A potato head on a pencil. That's so mean, but so accurate.
Yeah. He's wicked cool too.
He seemed kind of cool. I don't know.
Well, you were from a distance.
I was from a distance. I could not. Nope. I couldn't get that close. That's a sexy ass voice. I can't do it. I know my limits. You got to know your limits in life when it comes to a lot of things. And that's a limit. He's got a nice voice. Stephen Fry has a really nice voice. But, you know, he's kind of old.
From a distance.
From a distance. So, anyways. What the fuck were we talking about? See?
We keep jumping from top.
We're so old! What are we talking about? I don't know. Potatoes?
Let's start something else.
Potatoes? We were talking about potatoes? We were. Au gratin is good. Bashed. Fucking boiled with ham.
Ham!
Set you up. Excuse me. Fried. Like French fries. Fries are good.
Fry.
Just saying. You do a lot. You can do a lot with a potato. I'm just saying. There's plenty you can do with a potato. Well, yeah.
Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head. All right. This is. See, I'm not even on NyQuil. This is a weird one.
I want to vent something.
You want to what?
Vent.
Oh, Sean's got a vent. Let's do it.
This week I was going through my DVR. I recorded Ghost Adventures every week.
Okay.
It's all the repeats.
I will sit back and listen. With arms folded.
It's all the repeats that record. It's all, of course, except for the new one.
Yeah.
Whenever there is a new one. But lately, their new ones are just repeated new ones of last season.
Hmm.
Before Christmas break. But watching them again for
Yep.
the 20th time or 50th time for each episode, it's really aggravating to watch that Zach is the biggest pussy of all. He's a fucking jerk to everybody.
Ooh.
I love the show. They get great evidence. Every episode I feel bad for Aaron.
Why is that?
Because every time Zach talks about, oh, we're going to go into this basement. We're going to go into this most haunted part of the building.
Uh-huh.
Go get him, Aaron. He always sends Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
And what does he do? Oh, he'll go back to base and watch the nerve center and watch the screens. Or he'll go into this non-haunted room and use his SLS camera to try to look for something standing there.
If I was Aaron, I'd take the hint.
I don't know why to this day. Like, they've been doing the show over 10 years.
Yeah?
Why doesn't Aaron ever say anything back to him?
He's a boss. What are you going to do?
Aaron gets treated like the redheaded stepchild brother.
Oh.
I always feel bad for Aaron. And my wife can't stand Zach either.
Tiny T-shirt?
Yep.
He's Captain Tiny T.
He's got this thin, muscular body, and yet he wears like a size medium
Excuse me.
T-shirt.
Yeah, he wears a baby tee.
Baby tee?
That kind of annoys me. He's doing the Simon Cowell Tiny T thing. Mm-hmm. I don't like that. There are plenty of other ways to show off your muscle.
Right, just don't wear a shirt at all.
Nah. He doesn't do anything for me.
Wear like a biker vest with no shirt under it.
Ew.
Well, that'd suck if you pit stink.
Oh! What's up with you, Zach? Got bad pits. Bad pits.
Yeah, it just aggravates me to watch every episode. Zach, he'll go outside here. He'll go down into this room over here, but he'll send Aaron to the worst room. Yeah, I get it. Aaron gets more contact with spirits than the others do. Now, I see why he does it, but yet, just to watch it, it's like bullying your younger brother around?
You know what? We don't, when you and I film stuff, and we have filmed in some supposedly haunted places, we don't like send the other person in.
We both go in.
We both do it. I mean, if it's someplace I wasn't going in that fort, that thin hallway, that hallway you had to go sideways down.
Oh, the one I did?
Yeah, which I would have done, except that like to get in there, you had to go over that muck.
Yeah.
There was that muck header, which I asked my dad about, and he was like, "Oh, he told me what it was." He's like, "That wouldn't have done anything to you." He's like, "You're fine." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Well, now I know." I was like, "But I didn't want to get it on me. That's gross." Yeah, I understand. But yeah, Sean and I will split up, just for like footage sake.
Well, we usually do it unintentionally too.
Sometimes
We just wander. Then we don't realize.
Thank you.
For a few minutes that we separated.
Yeah, that's happened too.
There's at times I've turned around. Where the fuck is Tara?
Yeah.
Oh well. keep shooting.
I like your theory. Where's Tara? Fucked if I know. Keep filming.
She's probably on the other side thinking the same with me.
Well, usually I'm like, okay, let me just do this real quick and then go. I'm in the future because I'm like, I'm going to have to find him eventually.
This happened at the Fort Revere.
Oh, that was one of our first shoots.
Yep.
Fort Revere. That was like the first or second thing we did.
Mm-hmm.
I think. That's an old one. That was 4th of July. I think. 4th of July weekend, I think?
That was our first fort.
It was.
Yeah, we wandered apart and didn't even plan on it.
But the footage was good.
Yeah.
So we figured that out pretty quick.
We even caught some guy on video vandalizing the wall.
We did. That fucking... You kids! Now I got some kind of thing in my throat. So, but like, we don't like, hey, that room's haunted, you go.
Mm-hmm.
Even when we heard, like, the bang.
Between us, I'll definitely go first. I want the experience.
You know what? I'm like the skeptic here, and I would love...
You want it to happen, but you don't want it to happen.
I do. And that was totally proven when we went to the churro thing.
Watch the end of that.
Because the end of that...
As we're about to sign off, watch.
One of the very last houses we go into, we hear a one bang while we're in the house, and then I immediately am like, okay, and I leave the house. And well, because it's not like I had to collect myself. And it's like, okay, I'm together now. And then you would come outside and looked around.
Yeah, we walked around the entire house to see if anything was making that noise, and nothing was making contact with the house.
And then we went back inside together, though.
Mm-hmm.
You were going first, and I was like, well, no, I have to go.
I was surprised. I thought you were going to stay outside.
No, I was like, I gotta go back in. What if something... And you were inside, I remember, because you were like, oh, if anybody's here, and blah, 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 you want to make... And I'm like, nope, no, you don't have to do that, nope.
Yeah, she's answering in the back.
Nope, you don't have to do that. And then we went to do the sign off, and we heard the bang again. And I'm like, I gotta get out of here.
Against the wall, we're about to sign off. We heard it near the kitchen.
Yep.
And she's like, "Do you hear that? Yeah, that happened over here."
Yep. And
I'm cool.
Nope.
Yeah, that happened over here.
I was frazzled. I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go. Because I had just looked in there, and I knew there wasn't anything in there. There was nothing that could fall. There was the screen wasn't so that it would bang.
Bang.
So I was like, yep, I gotta go. So yeah, I mean, we're not like you go or whatever. And, that really kind of makes him look like a wuss.
He is a wuss. He always goes for the lighter areas, the less haunted areas, and he tries to talk like it's going to be a haunted area.
Yeah.
But he sends Aaron to the worst parts of the buildings and houses, and it just aggravates me a lot.
Maybe he's trying to get rid of Aaron. You ever think of that?
Nah.
Nah. I do.
He talks a big game, and then when it's time to hunt, he pussies out.
Well, What are you gonna do? Is that all you wanted to vent about? That he's a wuss?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought there was something else.
I just wish he'd act a little nicer to Aaron and stop going to these places himself.
There was the Walmart thing. Were you gonna talk about that or no?
I forgot the Walmart.
The watch thing?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We got like 5 minutes if you wanna.
Yeah.
You wanna say fuck you to Walmart?
There's a Walmart that I went to last week. The employees there are so incompetent, you just want to hit them on the head with a fucking bat.
Wah, wah.
Me and Tab was there getting some stuff. I want to go over to the jewelry department just to get a new battery for my watch. Gee, we get over there, there's nobody around.
Gee.
Well, all right, we gotta say it as
excuse me.
as Bender on Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Gee. Isn't our sun swell? So we get over there to the jewelry department. No one's around.
They never are.
We look for an employee. There's one aisle over from us. So I went over, asked her. Of course, you get that. Well, I don't work in jewelry, but I can find someone that's watching the area for you.
I don't know how many, because I know you worked at least one retail job because we worked it together. Mm-hmm. So I don't know like how many other retail jobs that you've had, but that is the biggest retail cop out. That's really not my area. Mm-hmm. It's not my area, and I'm on break.
Yeah.
Those are the two biggies. They teach you that in training. So if you don't want to help them, just say, that's not my area. And I'm on break right now.
She went over to the area that had a couple ladies working in the apparel.
Oh.
Like they were over by the fitting rooms.
Mm-hmm.
She got one of them because one of them was keeping an eye on the jewelry area. Because the person working that area was on break.
Of course.
They just went to break before we got there, coincidentally. And we were told that supposedly they got an hour break. Tab's like, Walmart employees do not get an hour break.
It depends. I think it would probably depend on what kind of shift they were working.
I guess.
I mean, she'd have to be pulling a double to get an hour break.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I figured with Walmart, your lunch break's like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So she got her. She came over and said, can I help you? And I said, yeah, I want to get a new watch for my battery. Oh, I don't work the jewelry department. I'm just keeping an eye on it. I don't know anything about it. Well, in my mind, I'm like, well, fuck you. What am I doing? Waste my time talking to you.
Why did you bother to come over here?
That's when she said to us, well, the lady that works jewelry, she'll be back in an hour. She's on break.
Got a chair? You got a chair? You gonna give me a snack while I wait for the fucking girl to come back from break?
Mm-hmm. So we just started walking around looking for the batteries ourselves. I found them in the area, and they were in like this box that's on this side of the counter. So I can't get to them. That's a little unhelpful to a customer.
Unhelpful! Pardon me.
So after that, we figured, okay, we'll walk towards the front, look around. There was another section that had all different batteries, and they actually had watch batteries there. So we found batteries. Now I need to pop the back of my watch open and find out what freaking number of battery I need.
Right.
We had nothing on shop on us that can pop it off. My knife that I could use for it was in the car.
Of course.
So I went up to the service desk asking if they had something with a point that I can use to pop it open. The girl hands me a paper clip. So this is all I could find in the drawer. It's like one of those junk drawers.
That's when you say, like, that would work if I wanted to attach the battery to the watch.
Yes. Yep. There we go. Around the, yep. Right. Oh, there it is.
Thanks, bitch.
Now the tip of a...
Just the tip?
One end of the paper clip.
Oh.
It's not flat, bitch. It's round, like the tip of a pen.
Sure is.
That's not going to get under there and pop it open.
Sure won't.
Now, as she's giving me that, and I'm talking to her about it, and saying how I was at the jewelry area, she's like, oh, did you get that watch here? I said, no. I just want to get a battery for it. It's like, all right, but if you didn't get the watch here, then we're not allowed to touch it.
Bitch!
I'm here as a customer.
Right.
If I'm giving you permission to pop the back of this open so I can get a fucking battery, okay. I would not hold it against you if you just screwed up my watch.
Well,
I know a lot of people will. I wouldn't.
Well, here's the thing. They have a special tool to pop the back off. Mm-hmm. At the very least, I would have been like, if you want to use the tool,
here
you go. But I can't, by the store's policy, I can't. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You didn't even get that, though.
No.
They were just like, SOL.
Yeah, pretty much. So I was like fuming inside, and Tab's trying to calm me down, and one of her ways of calming me down was, let's go look for snacks for a football game.
Let's go look at treats.
Yeah.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Get ourselves a treat.
Wow. So what kind of snacks were you looking at? Now we've gone down the fatty rabbit hole. You're talking about snacks.
I forget what we got.
No! Damn it.
This was early in the week.
Okay.
We already established that we can't remember even the show last
You guys
week.
know we're old.
I'm going to be 40 in a little over a month.
Oh!
40 going on 80.
40's easy. It's easy. You know what you do? You just keep on going.
Keep on
Take a
trucking.
nap. You take a
Naps.
You take a nap. I am... You know what?
What?
When I was... Yeah, I mean, going back...
Yeah.
Going back, it was like... When you were talking, like, when I was, 22 or whatever. It's like I could, go till like 4 a.m., 5 a.m.
Yep. That was my Friday and Saturday nights.
I would have scoffed at you if you even suggested I take a nap. Be like, no, I'm not taking a nap. Mm-hmm. That's shit to do. Now it's like, I got shit to do. But I really want a nap.
I should nap first.
I better nap before I attempt this shit. Because this shit seems like it's going to stress me the fuck out. So let me nap. That's it. Now I just want to nap. Do you like... This is now... let's talk about naps.
Now the show just got old.
I don't care. Aren't you prone to like... Because sometimes I'll talk to you on Sunday or whatever, and you're like, "Oh well, I fell asleep on the sofa last night," and you'll sleep for like 3 hours.
I was
and
probably watching Ghost Adventures. I always doze off during that show.
Really?
Because everybody's just talking low and quiet. It's
okay.
They're either low, quiet talking, or it's nothing because you're trying to listen for the EVPs and other sounds that they hear. So it's like slow paced. So it's like.
Oh, that's your kryptonite. You know what my kryptonite is? Bob Ross. Bob Ross. Yes. I love him, but goddamn, I'm ready for bed.
Take care.
God bless.
God bless.
He's so funny. I love it. Oh boy, I think it's time to go.
I don't want to.
Oh, I don't wanna.
Fuck going.
Can't make me.
Going sucks.
Going sucks.
I think I had to wait a little.
Yeah, this real quick.
Woo, more. Yeah.
No, real quick.
No, quick.
I thought, all right, these are the thoughts that I wake up with in the morning, okay? Just so you guys...
You almost said that in the George Carlin way.
These are the thoughts that kept me out of the really good schools. These are the thoughts that I wake up with in the morning, okay? Just so you guys want to know what level I'm at in personally. I woke up this morning. Of course I did. And of course I did. So I woke up this morning, and I get up at around 5:30 for work.
Boo!
Oh, big boo. So I get up around 5:30 for work. So my alarm goes off, and I got up, and I stood up out of bed, and I went, shit.
I want to go back to bed.
Well, yeah, that's the second thought. But my first
Why
thought...
am I up?
But no, I know I am up. But my first thought was...
I gotta pee.
No. But my first thought was, oh my God, I didn't have to wake up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom.
Oh. I was on the right track then.
Isn't it a miracle in that? Do you get up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom?
Once in a while.
Once in a while. For me, it's almost like every night. It is a very rare occurrence that I don't have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
If it happens, it's like 2, 3 a.m. or like 4:30.
Yeah, between 2 and 3. Yep, or like in that range.
I hate it when it's like after like 4:30. I look at the clock, but like, oh.
Oh, because it's not even worth it. You're like, I'm gonna get like an hour of sleep now.
Yeah.
But seriously, I woke up and it was like I was proud of myself. I wish somebody had given me a sticker. You know, like when you're
Gold
a kid,
star.
when you're a kid and you do something, it's like, gold star, you. I really wish I got a gold star or something for not having to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. I was so proud of myself. I was like I was high-fiving. I was like, woo, good job. Who rocks? You rock.
What I hate too is if I can get through the night,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a light sleeper, so I can tell when Tab's getting up to get ready for work.
Yeah.
When I hear her going into the bathroom to get ready to like shower and all that,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, my body said, hey, you woke up. Guess what I want to do right now? I'm like, I want to go back to sleep. You can wait until she wakes us up later.
Oh, man. You're bargaining with your body?
Yeah.
Give me 10 more minutes and do not pee the bed.
Oh, for me, it's, she gets about like 5:30. She wakes me up at 6:15.
Oh. So
I'm like, you can wait 45 minutes. I'm getting more
Oh.
sleep.
Sometimes you can't. And
Yeah,
you're like,
like-
I gotta go now.
Like 15, 20 years. I'm like, nope. I'm going now.
Oh my god.
A little later than that, you just wear the pens and say, fuck it. I'm going now.
What's the matter,
I'm
Sean?
going.
What's the matter, Sean? Don't you ever pee? Depends.
It's warm.
Oh. But it feels worse when it gets cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would.
At that point, it just feels biological. You're like, oh. Oh.
I'm a toddler again.
Oh. Get me in a car seat. Drive my ass around. Oh, thank you guys so much for joining us again. You can hear us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher. You didn't do it.
You went too quick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll slow down and do it again. You can hear us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. There you go. Apparently, we're also on the TuneIn app because
So tune in.
I stumbled. You know what's funny is when you stumble upon yourself. I stumbled upon myself. Ourselves.
As long as I don't land on my face.
No, on the TuneIn app. I was like, oh, apparently we're on the TuneIn app as well. Isn't that fantastic?
Join us there.
You can if you like. You can watch the video on YouTube. If you watch the video on YouTube, you can listen to the audio in those other fine places that we mentioned.
And you can watch all our other videos, too.
Yeah, I fucking watch the other videos because, I'm very busy and I take time out of my day.
She's got to throw a couple more up there.
I'm gonna try like hell, I promise, because I don't have that much to do, so I'm hoping I can get something done.
If you haven't seen the travel videos, check them out anyway.
Check them out anyway.
Like
They're
'em.
fun. They're fun. They're fun little
Like
things.
them if you like them.
Like them if you like them. All right, so I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna shuffle myself
Bye,
that
Felicia.
way. Oh, fuck. Oh. Sean's gonna tell you something. Tell him something.
Something. No. Have a good
You
everything.
are so not street, dude.
I never was. I never was.